What I wish I knew at every painful ending. What I wish I could have whispered to my younger self in those moments of sharp, bewildering grief. When a door closed with a sound so final it echoed for months, leaving a silence that felt like a judgment. In the hollow ache of a goodbye, the crumbling of a future I had so carefully built in my mind, I saw only deficit. I saw only what was taken away. I couldn't see, not yet, the profound and sacred act of clearing that was underway. I couldn't understand that the universe was not punishing me, but lovingly and sometimes forcefully clearing a path. It was making space for more, not just more things, but more truth, more alignment, more of the person I was becoming. Think of an empty room. At first, its vastness can feel intimidating, even sorrowful. You notice the echoes, the places where furniture used to be. But then, you start to notice the light. You see how it falls across the floorboards, how dust motes dance like tiny stars in the sunbeams. This emptiness isn't a void. It's an invitation. It is potential, unwritten. It is the quiet, holy ground upon which a new life, a truer life, can be built. We are often so terrified of this space that we rush to fill it with noise, with distraction, with anything to avoid the silence. But the real growth, the deep magic, happens when we dare to sit in that emptiness and simply let it be. When we allow the space to breathe, we give our own souls permission to do the same. This process is not punishment, it is preparation. It is not loss, it is realignment. A cosmic chiropractic adjustment for the soul. It is the universe gently, or sometimes not so gently, taking our shoulders and turning us toward our true north. This realignment often feels like being thrown off course, but it is actually the course correction we were too afraid or too comfortable to make ourselves. It is the shedding of a skin that has grown too tight, the release of a story that no longer serves the protagonist you are meant to be. It is a return to the essential. There is a deep and resonant truth found in ancestral wisdom, a truth that echoes across cultures and generations. A true blessing won't land on what's wrongly arranged. A vessel that is already full cannot receive. A foundation that is cracked cannot support the weight of a new temple. The gift you are destined for, the expansive future that awaits, requires a structure capable of holding it. It requires a heart that is open, a spirit that is fortified, and a life that is in alignment with its arrival. The blessing is already yours in essence, but it is waiting for you to be ready to receive it. It waits for the ground to be cleared. So life tests what can't carry the gift. It sends the winds of change to see what is deeply rooted and what is merely clinging to the surface. It sends the waves of challenge to wash away the unstable sands of our certainty. This testing is not a cruel game. It is a sacred audit. It reveals the weaknesses not to shame us, but to show us where we need to build new strength. It exposes the illusions we've mistaken for shelter, and sometimes, under this divine pressure, it fractures. The life we knew, the identity we wore, the relationships we depended on, they begin to show cracks. At first, they are hairline fractures, easy to ignore. But the pressure continues, because the new life is insistent. It wants to be born. And so the cracks widen until the structure gives way. This breaking is terrifying. It feels like the end of everything. But it is only the end of the container that was too small. Bonds fall apart because they were built for a smaller destiny. Some connections are meant for a season, not a lifetime. They serve a beautiful and necessary purpose for a chapter of our story, but they cannot accompany us into the next. Letting them go is not a failure, but an honoring of the role they played, and an acceptance that your path and theirs must now diverge to allow for new growth. The bond didn't break because it was weak. It broke because you both grew so strong that you needed more room to expand. Plans collapse because they'd have boxed in what's coming. We make our plans with the limited vision of our present selves, but the universe sees the entirety of our potential. When our meticulously crafted blueprints are washed away, it is often because they would have created a ceiling, a limitation on the magnificent, sprawling cathedral our life is meant to become. The collapse of a plan is the demolition of a cage you didn't even know you were building. It is a radical liberation into a future far grander than you dared to imagine. Mmalite, ọhụrụ, na-apụta site ochie. This is an ancient Igbo wisdom that holds the key. A new beginning comes through breaking the old. It is the law of the universe. The seed must crack open for the sprout to emerge. The chrysalis must tear for the butterfly to take flight. The night must break for the dawn to arrive. We are part of this natural, cyclical rhythm of breaking and becoming. To resist the breaking is to resist life itself. To embrace it is to align with the creative force of the cosmos. Consider what this breaking truly accomplishes. What breaks removes what you outgrew. It is a sacred pruning. It strips away the dead branches, the withered leaves, the parts of you that are no longer drawing life, so that energy can be redirected to what is new and vital. It is the shedding of an old identity, an old job, an old belief system that no longer fits the person you are now. This removal can be painful, like losing a part of yourself, but you are not losing yourself. You are losing what is no longer you. What breaks humbles false strength. We build fortresses of ego, of control, of rigid certainty. We believe this is strength. But true strength is flexible, resilient, and soft. The breaking shatters the brittle facade of our invulnerability. It brings us to our knees, and in that posture of surrender, we find a deeper, more authentic power. We discover the strength that comes not from resisting life, but from yielding to its flow. Humility is not weakness. It is the fertile ground from which true, unshakable strength grows. And most importantly, what breaks readies your spirit to hold the blessing. Each crack becomes a space for light to enter. Each piece that falls away makes your heart lighter, more spacious. The process of breaking and healing forges you into a vessel that is both strong and supple, capable of containing the immense joy, love, and purpose that is on its way to you. You are not being broken down. You are being broken open. You are being made ready. So if things are breaking in your life right now, if foundations are shaking and walls are coming down, I invite you to take a deep breath. I invite you to shift your perspective. Don't see waste, see preparation. Don't see destruction, see clearing. This is not the end of your story. This is the messy, beautiful, and necessary work of clearing the site for the palace you are about to build. This is the tilling of the soil before a magnificent garden can bloom. Trust the process. Trust the breaking. Have faith in the space it creates. The emptiness you feel is not a void, but a womb. Something sacred is taking root in the quiet darkness. What leaves makes room for what is meant to arrive. What breaks makes you ready for the blessing you were born to receive.